All right, so here's something that blew my mind. It's about protein and aging. If you're over 50, you might need way more protein than you think. I recently spoke with Dr. Gabrielle Lyon. She's a physician who specializes in muscle and longevity. And she told me something surprising about people over 50 and protein. Most of us think 20 or 30 grams of protein in a meal is plenty, right? That's like a standard piece of chicken or a protein shake. But Dr. Lyon said, once you hit your 50s or 60s, 30 grams might not cut it anymore. I was like, wait, are you saying if I'm 60, I should aim for 40 or even 50 grams of protein each meal? She looked at me and said, absolutely. Yes. Give an older person that much protein, she said, and their muscles can respond like they're young again. That blew me away. Think about it. More protein per meal can actually make an older muscle act youthful. Here's why. As we age, our muscles become a bit hard of hearing when it comes to protein. When you're young, a small amount of protein sends a loud signal to your muscles to grow and get stronger. When you're older, that same 30 grams is more like a whisper. Your muscles might not listen. So, to get your muscles' attention, you need to turn up the volume. And that means a bigger serving of protein. Instead of 30 grams, we're talking 40 to 50 grams of protein in a meal for older adults. It sounds like a lot, I know, but this is the fuel your body needs to overcome that age-related resistance. By giving your muscles more protein, you stimulate them enough to maintain or even build new muscle. Dr. Lyon calls it a youthful response. Basically, you feed your muscles well, and they behave as if they're years younger. Now, why is this such a big deal? Because muscle is a key player in keeping you healthy as you age. We're not just talking about looking toned or being strong, it's way deeper than that. Healthy muscle does so much for you. It keeps your balance and mobility so you can stay active and do the things you love. It acts like a metabolic engine, burning calories even when you're not exercising, which helps prevent fat gain. Muscle also soaks up sugar from your blood, helping keep your blood sugar steady. That protects you from diabetes. And get this. Muscle even talks to other parts of your body. When you use your muscles, they release chemical signals that reduce inflammation and support your immune system and even your brain. So, yeah, more muscle mass isn't just vanity. It's longevity. It's about keeping your body youthful on the inside. And how do you keep that muscle as you get older? Protein is a huge part of it. Think of protein as the bricks and mortar your body uses to repair and build muscle tissue. If you don't get enough, especially as you age, it's like trying to build a house with not enough bricks. It just doesn't work. So let's talk practical. What does 40 to 50 grams of protein in a meal actually look like? It could be something like a big chicken breast. We're talking maybe 6 to 8 ounces of chicken. Or a piece of steak about the size of your whole hand. 4 or 5 eggs plus a side of Greek yogurt. If you prefer fish, maybe a large salmon fillet. For a plant-based option, you might combine foods, a generous portion of tofu stir-fry with edamame, or a big bowl of lentils with some rice, and maybe a protein shake on the side. The idea is, you might need to double up on the protein portion you're used to. Instead of a small cup of cottage cheese, have 2 cups. Instead of 1 scoop of protein powder, make it 1.5 or 2, depending on the protein content per scoop. At first, it might feel like you're eating a lot more protein than usual. But remember, this is what's required to really spark muscle growth when you're older. And it's worth it, because when you consistently get that amount of protein, you give your body the tools to repair muscle, maintain strength, and even grow new muscle fibers. Now, you might be wondering, do I need to eat that much protein at every meal? Dr. Lyon actually recommends you spread your protein throughout the day. So you could aim for roughly 40 grams at breakfast, another 40 at lunch, and another 40 at dinner as an example. Spacing it out helps your body use it more efficiently each time. Maybe breakfast is a veggie omelet with 3 or 4 eggs and a side of turkey sausage. Lunch could be a hearty salad with a can of tuna or a double serving of chickpeas if you're a vegetarian, plus some added tofu. Dinner might be grilled fish or chicken with some veggies on the side. Just make sure the serving of fish or chicken is large enough to hit your protein target. Now, an important point. Protein alone is great, but if you really want to keep your muscles young, combine that protein intake with some exercise. Even just brisk walking, Climbing stairs or especially weight training will tell your body, hey, we need these muscles. The protein then provides the building material to fulfill that request, helping you get stronger or at least hold on to the muscle you have. I've seen people in their 60s who started upping their protein and doing some light resistance exercises. They often report feeling more energetic, stronger, and even say everyday tasks like carrying groceries get easier. It's like turning back the clock a little on their muscle strength. So, the big takeaway here is, if you're around 50 or above, don't be afraid of protein. In fact, you might want to eat even more protein than you ever have before. That 40 to 50 gram per meal mark is a great goal to shoot for to keep your muscles healthy. Of course, everyone's different. If you have kidney issues or other health conditions, you should talk to your doctor or a nutritionist. But for most healthy people, higher protein diets are not only safe, they're often beneficial. A lot of the old myths about high protein hurting your kidneys or bones have been debunked for healthy individuals. The bottom line, muscle is the organ of longevity, as Dr. Lyon likes to say. And protein is the key nutrient that keeps that organ functioning well. So next time you sit down for a meal, take a second look at your plate. Ask yourself, is there enough protein here to feed my muscles? If the answer is no, consider adding a little more. An extra piece of chicken, another egg, a scoop of cottage cheese, or a handful of nuts and lentils, whatever fits the meal. Your future self will thank you for it. Give it a try for a few weeks and see how you feel. You might be surprised at how much stronger or more energized you feel with those extra protein-packed meals. And, hey, if you found this helpful, do me a favor. Leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts or questions. Share this video with a friend or family member who could use a health boost. And don't forget to save this video so you can come back to these tips later.